What is going on, guys, and welcome to the Last Antenna podcast. Thank you for tuning in to my very first episode. Again, guys, like I said, this is my very first episode, so I might be a little nervous. I might get choked up in my words. It's pretty hard to podcast when it's your first time and you're doing it by yourself. So cut me some slack. Anyways, in this first episode, we're gonna be talking about a nuclear blast, like a nuclear explosion happening in your state, country, or city or town, whatever. Mostly cities. I imagine these happening more in cities because they want to, with a nuclear weapon, you want to just cause the most destruction and kill as many people as you can. But yeah, anyways, it's kind of weird because this is kind of like this is actually I think about this one a lot because I've had a dream. I've had this dream a couple of times where I wake up in the morning, like just my normal typical morning. I wake up really early, guys. I go to work at 5. I have to be at work at 5 in the morning, so I get up like around 3:30 so I can get ready and leave like around 4 because my job is pretty far. So yeah, anyways, I get ready. I'm on my way to work. I'm driving down the highway that I take to work. And then all of a sudden just the sky lights up and I look to the left and I see a big mushroom cloud coming up out of the horizon. And I immediately know what that is. I've seen too many movies, video games. We're attacked. We just got a nuclear bomb detonated. Like we just got a nuclear bomb explosion on us. Yeah, so in my dream, I immediately exit the freeway and turn back around, heading back home. And that's usually where my dream ends. It's not very, it's not very like climatic or anything. But anyways, like I started to think like, what would I do like right after that? Like as soon as I start driving back home, I imagine I just go immediately. I just start going crazy, not crazy, but like just, running red lights. I don't think that's gonna matter when there's a nuclear bomb, and if a nuclear bomb just went off, and just try to race home. Get home as quick as possible, and then I would imagine as soon as I get home, I would try to figure out, like, if everybody's okay, and like if anybody has any like idea what's going on or whether we're being attacked. Did we just drop this bomb on ourselves for no reason? But it's even funny because I'm saying I go to work at 5 in the morning. I would imagine I come back home, everybody's still asleep. I'm like, wake up! A bomb just freaking went off. Probably be like, shut up, go back to sleep. But anyways, yeah, I'll probably get home and try to wake everybody up. Hey man, bomb went off. In case y'all didn't hear it, we might need to evacuate the city. But yeah, I would like my the first things I would do would be make sure everybody's all right, and then I guess start getting some stuff ready to go, because you definitely do not want to be in the city when this goes down. So, the first things I would grab would be probably like some extra clothes. Maybe throw on some boots, some rough shoe, something you could, like that's comfortable but not like too weak, Like preferably something like leather. That way in case you get wet, like in case you get your feet wet, you don't get your socks wet. Nobody likes wet socks. And and do not go out of the city, or don't go into a survival mode wearing your slides, Don't do that. Wearing your slides in the atomic bomb day. Come on. But yeah, probably get some good shoes, get some extra clothes. If you have a raincoat, probably bring it just in case, you might be out of your house for a little bit. Go to your pantry, make sure you get your essentials. Make sure you get some water, some canned food, some Doritos. The essentials. You just want to have the things you need. What else? Bring your dog with you if you have a. Well, it depends. Like, I have a poodle. I don't think I would want to bring my poodle with me, but It's the end of the world. We don't know how food's gonna be. We might need to, take him for a barbecue later on. I don't know. But yeah, I would immediately start grabbing all these things and throwing it up in my truck. I have a truck, so you know what I was thinking. I was thinking people are probably gonna go for the car that has the best, like the best fuel, the best mile per gallon. You want to go far. You don't want to pump gas. But then I was like, would it be better to take the car than the truck? Because you're not the only one with that idea to get out of the city. You don't want to be in your little Honda Civic stuck in traffic when you can hop on your truck and maybe like go through the sidewalk or go through, there's no more rules. Whenever an atomic bomb happens and you're under attack, there's no more rules. You're going to do what you need to do to survive. You're not going to be stuck in traffic. I promise you that. Like, you need to get out of there. And yeah, I mean, where would you head to? I would imagine head to like the countryside, You don't want to be like in the middle of everything. You kind of want to go hide out. But also like on the way there, if you could stop like by a grocery store or like a CVS or a Walgreens to, I don't know, pick up maybe some other things you need, like some medicine, maybe some like something for personal hygiene, maybe. I think that's something people would forget about, but like will come in handy like later on. Like whenever you're like in a hurry, you're not thinking about getting the order in or getting toothpaste or a toothbrush. Yeah, I think those would be really important. Maybe some soap. You don't want to be in the end of the world smelling nasty. God forbid. But yeah, I think those will be something to do while you're heading out. But anyways, guys, I also went into a page. Let me see. Let me get on my phone. I went into a page to do some research, like on what people suggest to do. So I kind of want to read off of some of that stuff, so that way you can guys see what's going on. See what some of these people recommend to do. That's just me saying what I would do. That's that part of the podcast. Let's see. So I'm grabbing this information by a website called popularmechanics.com. So if you guys want to go check it out. Says, let's see, they have various sections on here. It says how the attack spreads, who would do it. I wonder who would do it. Oh yeah, first one, North Korea, obviously. North Korea hates the United States for I don't know what reason. No, yeah, I do know, but that's another podcast. No, that's not another podcast episode because it's not a historic podcast. It's a mix stuff up podcast. So it's not that kind of podcast. If you want to go listen to another kind of podcast about history, about wars, that's another one. That's not this one. I don't have that much free time to be doing a full-blown research project on a war. Also, though, I do recommend the World War II in Color on Netflix. It's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, so they have a section that says, what should you do? So it says, the good news, if you make it through the blast and the shockwave, you are not in a survival situation mode. Okay, cool. If you are close to the blast, you need to get to a shelter. Okay, guys, so if you're close to the blast, get away from the blast and go to a shelter, okay? Down. Okay, let's see, next step. If you're close to I just read that line. Okay, get your reading together. At best, you need to have 15 to 20 minutes before the fallout starts to come back down. Okay. Fallout, guys, in case you don't know what fallout is like debris, dirt, stuff that goes into the air whenever the bomb explodes. And then it starts falling back down, and it has radiation on it. And if it gets on you, you're probably dead. Not right then and there, but within couple of months. I don't know how radiation works. I know it's bad for you. Anyways, um, if you're further out, you could have more time. But the reality is, you need to. But the reality is that you're going to have time. You're not gonna have time to evaluate the situation. If you see the nuclear flash, the first thing to do is get behind a barrier in case a shock wave comes. Then get to the inner part of a building. Ideally, you be protected by thick concrete, underground if possible. Glass and most metals won't provide you much protection. Guys, come on. Don't freaking go behind your window when the nuclear bomb hits, alright? You're gonna get some freaking glass in your eyes. You do not want that. Don't hide behind the window. Go behind steel or concrete. Common sense, people. Dang. Okay, anyways. Yeah, glass. Okay, also go underground if possible. If you have a basement, get in there. If you have a bunker, if you're like a doomsday prepper and you have a bunker, send me your address. I need to know where you live because I need to go there. I live in the south. I live in Texas. We don't have basements here. We have attics. That's on top of the house. Probably the worst part of the place or where you want to be. Don't go on top of your roof. This is not a flood. This is an atomic bomb, people. Get on the ground. Get behind cover. Go under your desk. You know, at schools, they would have those drills. In case of a tornado comes, get under your desk. Put your hands over your head. Because the tornado will skip right over you if you do that. Yeah, right. I wonder if I think I saw some videos when I was like looking up like nuclear bombs, like if I was gonna learn anything by looking at the blast. But I would see like in World War or whatever, they would have like little drills where the kids would get under the desk for a nuclear bomb, for a freaking nuclear bomb, get under the desk. Okay, that sounds worse than getting behind glass. No. If you don't hide behind the window, go under your desk. Anyways, okay, let's keep going. Yeah, most metal, most glass was yeah. If the explosion was ground-based, you can also protect yourself by getting above the blast, usually higher than a ninth floor of a building. Be sure to stay near the center of the building in a room with substantial walls. Okay, cool. So I guess being in the city is not the worst place you can be. If you're in the city, get into a stable-looking building and go all the way up. Don't just stay on the sidewalk or a random house. Go to the big building and go all the way up. Let's see. Okay. Says, if you somehow get stuck outside and think fallout is falling on you, cover your nose and mouth with a rag and close your eyes. Alright, so basically, if you somehow get stuck outside, go bird box on it. Cover your face, cover your eyes, cover your ears, cover your arms, cover everything. Make sure that fallout doesn't get on you guys. Oh, you know what? Now that I start thinking of it, when I was in the truck and I saw the blast, would I have to like cover my face? How would I drive back home? I wouldn't be able to see. Wait, no. Because if I'm in my truck, I still have the windows up and the radiation won't get on me because I'm inside a car. But then like wouldn't the blast like blow out my glass of the truck, and then I would just be driving. I don't know. I'll probably have my eyes open though. I need to see where I'm going. And I'm not no. Damn, that's a hard decision. What would you guys choose? Try to drive blindly back to your house, or get to your house quick but have radiated eyes. I wonder if like, you know how most superheroes like they get their powers by radiation? I wonder if you kept your eyes open, you would get like some night vision or something. Nah, you'd probably go blind. Anyways, let's keep going. Says, get to a shelter immediately. where you should remove your outer layer of clothing, including the rag you just had over your face, and double and double seal it in a plastic bag. Yeah, so whenever you take off your radiated clothes, make sure you put it in a plastic bag, okay? Don't throw it away. Don't 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 burn it. Put it in a plastic bag, okay? Take a shower as soon as possible. Okay, yeah. So maybe I messed up in my dream where I just walk into the house and started asking if everybody's all right. I should have gotten naked outside my house and put my stuff in a plastic bag and taken a shower first before I started asking or wondering what was going on. Okay, let's see. The danger of fallout is relatively short-lived. The Department of Homeland Security says that radioactivity is reduced by 90% after the first 7 hours. 2 days later, only 1% of the original radiation remains. Still, maybe stay in the shelter for one or more day, just to be safe. Okay. So, they recommend for you to go inside, stay in a shelter for 7 hours, and just to be safe, maybe just do it for the whole day. So yeah, you do not want to get all your supplies and leave as soon as possible. You want to stay indoors for at least 7 hours, and if you can, and it looks safe, stay for the whole day. I would guess this would apply. No, like I'm thinking, cause like if I saw the mushroom cloud, I'm pretty far away. Does that mean I'll probably be able to stay in my house for an hour? For a whole day. Yeah, I think I'll do that. If you're close to the blast, probably probably walk to another shelter. So you would like walk to somewhere else, further away from the explosion, and cover up in a shelter. Go in the basement or go to the roof of no, not to the roof. Go to the 9th floor of a building and stay in there for at least 7 hours. 7 hours or a whole day. So okay, cool. Let's see what else it says. Okay, that's all they give you. Just that. Let's see. Oh, look, here we go. There's 3 survival tips you should know. The thickness of materials needed to protect yourself from 99% of the radiation. So like, what can block radiation? So like if you're behind a wall that's made out of steel, you would need at least 5 inches of steel to protect you from 99% of the radiation. If you're behind a wall that's made out of bricks, you need 16 inches. So that's now I'm starting to think what our house is made of. Like, 'cause I see whenever they make them, they have like a bunch of wood, and then they put sheetrock on it. I wonder how much sheetrock do you need to be protected from radiation? Because I don't think these houses are made out of brick. Anyways, next one, packed earth. Packed earth. I would imagine like mud. Packed earth. Sand, maybe? I don't know. Sand walls. The fuck? Nobody has sand walls. Packed earth, maybe? Okay, packed earth. You need 2 feet of packed earth. 2 feet of packed earth. Okay, well, if your house is made out of mud, make sure you make it 2 feet. 2 feet walls. For all my people listening in Africa, make sure you got that 2-footer. And then the other one, water. Yeah, guys, if you see the explosion, jump into your pool and get 3 feet underwater and hold your breath for 10 minutes while the bomb goes off. Or get yourself some scuba diving gear and go underwater for 3 feet so you can be protected from the radiation, okay? And probably, you know what, maybe go up a little bit and grab some radiation and then get like radiated into some kind of Aquaman and and grow some gills. I don't know. Okay, and that's just dumb. Anyways, let's see next. Why you should wear white. Why you should wear white. Bright colors reflect more radiation. Not so much more that it will really matter, but it might make you feel a little better. What? Now he's just giving out fashion tips like that out of nowhere. Bright colors reflect more radiation. reflect more radiation, like reflect radiation on other people, or okay, I don't get that one. No, ignore that one. If you want to wear your colorful shoes or your colorful jacket, go ahead and wear that. If you're gonna die, do not die by somebody else's standard of what kind of clothes you should be wearing. Anyways, this other one says, why you should live upwind. You probably shouldn't choose real estate based on the chances of a nuclear attack, but if it comes down to places and you can't decide, go with the one in the area that is less likely to have nuclear fallout carried to it by prevailing winds. In the New York City area, that's New Jersey, you can find a map of prevailing winds in your area at hint.fm. They are strangely beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So choose your house where you have prevailing winds going upwind. No, wait, no. See. You probably shouldn't choose a real estate with a chance of a nuclear attack, but if it comes down to two places and you can't decide, go with the area that is less likely to have nuclear fallout carry. No, so you want to live southwind? Is that how you say it? If you live upwind and you want to live southwind? Anyways, don't live. I mean, God, just live wherever you want to live. That just got out of control. Okay, that one, another one that doesn't matter. Airburst, a nuclear weapon detonated in the air to maximize destructive capabilities. Since the blast comes from above, it is less contained by buildings around it. Okay, so these are like definitions of stuff that they talked about. So an atomic bomb, what's the definition of a bomb? Fallout, what is the definition of fallout? I explained that. Fallout is the let's see, when a nuclear explosion occurs at the ground level, the blast blows bits of dirt and debris into the air, where they become radioactive and are carried by winds before falling back down onto the earth. So that's what fallout is. Ground burns, hydrogen bomb, prevailing winds, air currents over a particular area that typically flow in the same direction. Okay, not that really important. I mean, yeah, not really. I mean, if it's gonna fall on you, it's gonna fall on you. And you already know what to do if a fallout gets on you. If fallout gets on you guys, do not burn your clothes. Do not throw it away. Put it in a double sealed plastic bag. And give it to your dog. Nah, don't give it to your dog. I'm kidding. Let's see. Thermonuclear weapon. Go see the hydrogen bomb. What? Okay. That's about it on this article. Yep, just looking through it, making sure I didn't miss anything. What you should do? What would happen? North Korea would do it. How the attack spreads. The fire created by nuclear bomb can reach tens of millions of degrees. Yeah, the center of the bomb is really hot. Okay, yeah. Anyways. So, let's see. So I was kind of wrong on a couple of stuff that I would do. Especially with that, getting out of the city as fast as I could. Apparently you're supposed to stay somewhere indoors, find some shelter. Hide under your desk, because your desk provide good protection, good steady protection. You should also, get your good hygiene stuff. Remember, you want to wear some cologne. You don't want to be the one that's smelling nasty. You know what? Even that's not a bad idea. Get some cologne, so that way whenever people start smelling, you just kind of just spray some on them. God, now you smell disgusting. Here's some cologne. I don't want to die with a really bad smelling person next to me. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the first episode. Just talked about nuclear weapons, what I would do, a little bit of research. Hope you guys liked it. Again, really nervous. First episode by myself, no co-host. yeah, I mean, that's going to be it for this podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the Last Antenna. I already have many ideas for more podcasts that I want to do. Maybe I'm going to start like writing down what I want to say. That way I don't like go do the uh, anyways. So, just to like block out those little parts. Just to get rid of those little parts and maybe like get rid of like the long pauses. I feel like I can improve on that. But yeah, I want to keep making more podcasts. This is really fun for me. I like doing this kind of things, and I mean, I really like listening to podcasts. There's a lot of good podcasts out there, and I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not inspired by them. But yeah, anything else? I'm thinking. Oh, follow the Last Antenna on Instagram. Maybe you guys can drop some comments on my pictures. Tell me any good ideas for any other podcasts and any other end of the world scenarios that you would guys want me to like do an episode about. Oh, I also made a YouTube channel for the podcast. I'm gonna upload the episodes on there as well. That's also the Last Antenna. Thankfully, nobody had that, which is awesome. So go ahead and subscribe on there. You can also leave comments on there about future episodes, or maybe what you like about this episode and things that I can improve on. I can improve on a lot of things. But yeah, let's see what else. Instagram. Oh yeah, and obviously, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and Spotify. Download it and share and rate. And I think that's gonna be it, guys. I was trying to go for a full 30 minutes, but I'm like lagging behind. I'm trying to make time. So anyways, let's see what else about this nuclear web. But no, I'm kidding. Nah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you guys for listening. If you listened through the whole podcast, sorry if it's a little rough. I still need to fix my mic, like my mic setup that I have on here. I have a lot of details to work out. But yeah, guys, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.